Hello everybody, it's Zach here from realestatelicensewizard.com. Today we're doing another real estate exam practice question. Today is question 164. It's about sewers and a bunch of other interesting things, like septic systems. So let's jump into it. So the question says, what is the test done to locate where to place a septic system? So it gives us four options like usual: A soil test, B, a septic soil test, C, a percolation test, and D, a sewer lateral test. So like always, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to pause here, come up with your answer, think about it, and figure it out. So go ahead and do that right now. All right, so hopefully you came up with your answer on this one. If not, feel free to pause. And before I say the answer, I know there's a couple of you guys that are probably like, is this really going to show up on the exam? Is this really going to show up in my real estate career? And the chances are it is. So when people are constructing new houses or even buying an old house and they might need their septic system replaced, this is going to come up a lot. So it is important to be familiar with these terms. Obviously, you want to look professional. And again, the exam likes to ask you these questions like, these what if questions, like what if this happens? What are you going to do? Or what if this happens? What tests are you going to do? What appraisal method needs to happen? All that stuff. It's all relevant. So enough of that explanation and that tangent there. I'm going to get into the answer right now. So what is our answer for this one? Well, it's going to be C. It's a percolation test. So what is a percolation test? Well, it's the process of a liquid slowly passing through a filter. So this is how coffee is actually usually made. Obviously not in the ground, but a coffee system, it percolates. And I'm sure you avid coffee drinkers have probably heard that term before because it's the same concept. Now for real estate, a percolation test is a test to determine the water absorption rate of soil in preparation for the building of a septic drain field or infiltration basin. The results of a percolation test are required to properly design a septic system, which again, that's the reason why it's so important. Because if you have a client that's maybe building a new house, or maybe, it's an old house and the septic system's gone and they need a new one, you're going to need to understand, okay, your client's going to need a percolation test. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory once you understand it and once you kind of know what it means. Now, I know a few of you guys were probably like, oh, I thought it was a sewer lateral test. It is not. A sewer lateral test tests the pipes and drainage from the house to the sewer and to make sure that those the integrity is still there with those and that they're still in good shape. That is something that is important that you do need to be aware of for the exam in your career, but in this instance it's not what the question's asking, so it's definitely not the answer. And then A and B are both kind of similar things. It's like a soil test, a septic soil test. Those could be, considered the same thing, but again, they're looking for the exact keyword, the exact phrase for this problem, which we know is the percolation test. And that's going to be it for this question. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can pass the exam no problem. Remember, new content every week and tons of extra resources on our website. This is Zach from realestatelicensewizard.com. As always, make today magical.